Tyler Perry has been hit with a huge sexual assault lawsuit from an actor by the name of Derek Dixon.
The lawsuit starts with how Derek first met Tyler Perry, which was in 2019 at an event at Tyler Perry Studios. At the time, Derek was working for an event company that Tyler used for his events, and on the day of this event, Derek says Tyler, quote, picked him out of a crowd of employees and began asking him about his employment status and if he wanted to be an actor.
For sexual harassment allegations. The complaint filed in Los Angeles accuses Perry of creating a, quote, coercive, sexually exploitative dynamic with actor Derek Dixon. Dixon was in two of Tyler Perry's shows, The Oval and Ruthless. Actor and filmmaker Tyler Perry sued for $260 million.
What does it take to bring down $1 billion empire? For Tyler Perry, a name that means Hollywood success, it might just be a shocking $260 million lawsuit. The lawsuit was filed by an actor named Derek Dixon, who claims he endured years of sexual harassment and assault. The court documents have been filed, and the allegations within them, including screenshots of disturbing text messages, could change how you see one of Hollywood's most powerful figures. Today, we're breaking down the claims that threaten to unravel an empire. This isn't just another celebrity scandal. It's a story about power, trust, and the potential fall of a titan. And it all starts with one man who says he just couldn't stay silent any longer. In June 2025, the entertainment world was rocked when actor Derek Dixon filed that staggering $260 million lawsuit in Los Angeles Superior Court against Tyler Perry, his production company, and other unnamed defendants. The 46-page complaint is an absolute bombshell, detailing allegations of sexual harassment, sexual assault, and professional retaliation. Dixon, who was a series regular on Perry's BET show The Oval, claims that for 4 years from 2020 to 2024, Perry subjected him to a relentless pattern of unwanted advances. The lawsuit paints a picture of a powerful Hollywood mogul, allegedly using his immense influence to create what the complaint calls a coercive, sexually exploitative dynamic. It alleges that promises of career opportunities were used as leverage, but came with escalating sexual pressure. His legal fight isn't just about money. It's a direct assault on the reputation of a man who built a media empire reportedly worth $1.4 billion from the ground up. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the allegations are deeply disturbing, threatening to topple one of the most celebrated figures in entertainment. So, who exactly is Derek Dixon? Before this lawsuit, he was a working actor and a familiar face to fans of Tyler Perry's universe. Their paths first crossed in September 2019, but not at an audition. Dixon was working for an event company at the grand opening party for Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta. According to the lawsuit, Perry himself picked Dixon out of a crowd, asked for his number, and suggested a role might be in his future. True to his word, Perry offered Dixon a small part in the series Ruthless, which eventually led to a much bigger role as Dale, a series regular on The Oval. Dixon appeared in what's reported to be at least 85 episodes. For any actor, this was a life-changing break. But Dixon's lawsuit alleges that this dream job quickly turned into a nightmare. He claims he was forced to walk a tightrope, trying to protect his job while deflecting the alleged advances from his powerful boss. In a recent interview, Dixon said, "For a long time, I convinced myself that it was part of the industry. But eventually, I couldn't stay silent anymore." The lawsuit meticulously details a series of alleged incidents that, if true, are incredibly troubling. The complaint claims the harassment started soon after Dixon was cast. One of the first alleged encounters happened in January 2020, when Dixon was invited to Perry's home. After drinks, Perry allegedly persuaded Dixon to stay the night. Having no pajamas, Dixon went to sleep in his underwear. The lawsuit alleges that Perry later entered the room, got into bed, and began rubbing Dixon's inner thigh. Dixon claims he immediately jumped out of bed and said he wasn't sexual. According to the legal filing, this was just the beginning. The complaint includes screenshots of alleged text messages from Perry that are both personal and sexually charged. In one message, Perry allegedly asks, "What's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that yet in therapy?" In another, after Dixon said he wasn't into sex, Perry allegedly wrote, "I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you. You are missing the best years of your life, my friend." The lawsuit also alleges Perry sent unsolicited photos of Dixon's own body, taken on set, with comments like, "Oh my GD look at think, sick Derek, thick, and breakout in ass and thighs." The allegations escalate to physical assault. In one alleged incident, Dixon says Perry encouraged him to use a weight monitor that required him to undress. Once Dixon was in his underwear, Perry allegedly pulled them down, groped his buttocks, and told him to relax and just let it happen. Dixon claims he de-escalated the situation by saying he was hungry, at which point Perry left to order food, and Dixon locked himself in the bathroom. The lawsuit makes it clear Dixon felt his career was at stake, alleging Perry implied his character's survival on the show depended on keeping Perry happy. In the face of these explosive allegations, Tyler Perry has been publicly silent, but his legal team has come out swinging. Through his attorney, Matthew Boyd, Perry has fiercely denied all claims. In a statement, Boyd called the lawsuit an opportunistic scam and a shakedown attempt. The statement reads, "This is an individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what now appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam. Perry's camp is adamant that the mogul will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail." Dixon's lawyer, Jonathan J. Delshad, shot back, suggesting Perry's team hadn't seen the evidence. He stated, "I can only assume that Perry's attorney did not bother to read the text messages sent by Tyler Perry prior to making those comments. Knee-jerk comments made without looking at the evidence is a way to enable further sexual harassment. The battle lines are drawn, creating a classic he said showdown, but this one has a mountain of alleged digital evidence right in the middle." Of course, a story like this doesn't just happen in a bubble. It's landing in a post-Me Too Hollywood, where conversations about power and consent are front and center. The allegations against Perry, a man celebrated for creating opportunities, especially for Black artists, hit at the very heart of these issues. If the claims are true, they would represent a profound abuse of power. The lawsuit itself even draws parallels to fallen giants like Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby, alleging a troubling pattern of exploiting vulnerable male actors. This case forces a difficult conversation. What happens when the accused isn't a traditional Hollywood suit, but a self-made icon beloved by millions? The potential fallout is massive. Tyler Perry has huge deals with platforms like Netflix and Amazon. It also raises questions about the culture inside his massive studio. Dixon's complaint alleges that after he filed a report with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission in 2024, the producers did nothing, which he says ultimately led to his resignation. This case isn't just about two men. It's a test of whether the industry's new commitment to accountability applies to everyone, no matter how powerful they are. As the legal battle slowly moves forward, the court of public opinion is already in session. Online, the reaction has been fiercely divided. Some fans are standing by Perry, questioning the lawsuit's timing and motives. Others see a disturbing pattern of alleged behavior, with some people even claiming they've had similar experiences. Derek Dixon himself has spoken out about the terrifying backlash, which he says has included death threats. "This is why people, especially men, don't come forward," he said in an interview. The case has ignited a firestorm online, with every new detail dissected and debated. This intense public debate is running parallel to the legal one. While lawyers prep for the courtroom, a war for public perception is being fought. How that story evolves could have just as much impact on Tyler Perry's career as any judge or jury's final decision. This story isn't going away, and everyone is paying attention. This is a complicated and evolving story with extremely serious allegations at its core. We've laid out the facts as presented in legal documents and public statements, but now we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on these allegations and the two clashing narratives? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to stay on top of this case and other major entertainment stories, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. The lawsuit filed by Derek Dixon has cast a long, dark shadow over Tyler Perry's empire. On one side, there's a $260 million demand, deeply disturbing allegations of assault and harassment, and shocking text messages now part of the public record. On the other, there's a complete denial from Perry's team, who are calling the whole thing a fabricated scam. Dixon, who was a series regular on Perry's BET show The Oval, claims that for 4 years from 2020 to 2024, Perry subjected him to a relentless pattern of unwanted advances. The lawsuit paints a picture of a powerful Hollywood mogul, allegedly using his immense influence to create what the complaint calls a coercive, sexually exploitative dynamic. It alleges that promises of career opportunities were used as leverage, but came with escalating sexual pressure. Right now, these are allegations, serious and detailed ones, that will be tested in court. What's undeniable is that this case has everyone talking. It challenges all of us to confront tough questions about power, hero worship, and what it costs to speak out. Whether this is the beginning of the end for a Hollywood empire or a baseless claim that will go nowhere, one thing is certain: the world is watching, and the final chapter of this story is a long way from being written.